Here we are looking at ECDC. Off the top of my head, I don't believe I've ever done this one before, but had some questions on it today, and then pulling up the chart, found a pretty interesting potential setup here. What we're looking at here is a 60-minute chart, and this one does or shows the setup that I'm talking about, and it also shows just what the longer-term holders do and don't want to see happen. So it kind of does a good job of accomplishing all the different potential strategies that you could use for this one. So first, let's just start off. And if you're just a flat-out trader, maybe a bottom feeder, bottom bouncer, whatever you want to call yourself for your strategy, maybe a risk versus reward player, then we have a potentially nice little setup here taking place. So if you like those risk versus reward situations and like to play some possible bounces, then right here you can see hopefully what I'm talking about. But it all revolves around this orange line here. This is the 200 period simple moving average. And actually, if we look back at past history, we can see that its little brother up here, the 50 period, produced not one but multiple bounces off of it. So, if you're a trader, here's a nice opportunity where it bounced up. Here's another one, had a couple bounces upwards, and then when it finally did fail here, you can see now that, although it hasn't quite hit it, back here, got pretty darn close, and, it's still hovering right around this area. So, if you're one of those people that likes to kind of, accumulate and nibble down at key levels of support, well, you really can't get any more key than what the 200 period level is. Now, transitioning over to if you're a longer term holder or whatever, what you do want to see happen, obviously, is you don't want to see this level fail. You want to see this hold, and you just want to see this level be very stubborn and not let the bears push down through it. So that's the key thing going on right now, and really the point of where there is still hope. Now, you may be thinking, how can you still say there's hope when it was way up here and now it's way down here? Well, let's think about things and remember, if you're in this for the longer term, and if this is the lowest it goes, so we'd have this new set of lows right here. Looking back through the chart, our other set of lows would be down here. So when we pull out our trend line drawer, obviously all we're looking to do is connect the lows. So this low's connected with this set of lows. You can see that, I know it's not the straightest, but you get the point. We have an uptrending line, and that's the name of the game, uptrend. So again, if you're a day trader and you bought up here, you could care less about that. But if you're in this for the longer term, then as long as this level can hold, it would still be putting in a higher low and would give you the ability to draw that uptrend line. So that's the key thing from the longer term perspective. In terms of resistance levels, if we do get the bounce here, the key level that the price is going to have to fight through is this purple line here. Which I talked about at the beginning of the video, was another area of support, but now since the price has fallen below it, it has turned back into resistance. So the 50 period would be the key level of resistance on any sort of bounce. And if the price can then get through that, the next level of resistance is going to be right up here around the 555 area. You can see a high there, a high there. What is that? Actually, yeah, it's right at 005. That would be the next level of resistance right up at that, assuming the price can push through there. So while it has been a rough past couple of weeks, there is still hope for it, but it's a lot of it's going to hinge right on what the price does the remainder of this week around the 200 period simple moving average right there. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. With your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. We're making some good money together on our alerts. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was ECDC. Thanks for listening.